YouTube, Small Batch Brew is back. It's Richard. It's been a while. I did actually record my whole last brew day that I did. I did an Oktoberfest, an Ale-toberfest, but I lost the memory card, so I lost that entire brew day. So what we're going to do today is, I've been listening to Brewlosophy a lot. Marshall over on Brewlosophy uses a technique he likes to call short and shoddy. So I'm going to do my first lager today, and we're going to do a 45-minute mash and a 30-minute boil for a 3.25 gallon batch, so 3 gallons into the keg. We're just going to let it sit in the fermentation chamber for a while. So we already got all of our water. It's warming up in the RoboBrew. We have our 1 hop edition of Mount Hood, our gypsum and salt edition, and then over here, just for our recipe, we have, I'm not using distilled, just ignore that and ignore the water additions because I changed my mind. But if you have any questions, just send me a message. But we got 3.5 pounds of Vienna, 2 pounds of pale two-row, a pound of flake corn, 5 ounces of caramel 40. It did call for caramel 60, so if you notice, the SRMs are actually a little low. But, you know, whatever. It's not going to go to competition. Since I'm doing a 30-minute boil, where is that? Right there. So I'm doing a 30-minute boil. I increased 0.6 ounces to 0.8 ounces. I'm going to do just one hop addition, 30 minutes, I should say. And it should give me, actually, let's change that and see what it does. Lowered them down quite a bit. So I might put in the whole ounce of hops, and let's see what that does. Actually, I'll do that. I'm just going to use the whole 1 ounce bag for the 30-minute edition. Some Irish moss for clarifying, and then I got Mexican lager, and we have a starter over here. It was a fairly new package, so I just did like a 0.6 liter, so a 600 milliliter starter. I'm still a little bit shy on my cell count, but we'll just see how it goes. Then it's all going to go in the fermentation chamber. So we got the new chamber set up here. Converted a mini fridge that I got. Just took all the front panels out, put some Reflectix in. Right now it just has some sour beer, some stuff from Jester King. And then cut a hole in the side. And my Wi-Fi temperature controller is here. And then we're gonna test this bad boy out right here, the new tilt hydrometer. So I'm not home a lot, so I get like 3 days a week at home. One of those days is a brew day sometimes, and that's why I'm kind of trying out this method so I don't waste a whole day. My time at home is important. So it's gonna be a quick brew day. I'm gonna try to get the whole brew day done in under 2 hours. We're also doing a little 3D printing action over here. I'm making a enclosure for that temperature controller that I made. Something might be coming, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to talk about it too much because I maybe want to bring it to the market. So I don't know, tell me what you think. Do you want a Wi-Fi temperature controller? Do you want to be able to change your temperature from anywhere? Because that's important to me. And then if you work it, if you include it with things like the tilt hydrometer and soon to be the Plato airlock, plato.io, then you can pretty much monitor your beer from anywhere in the world. So it's pretty cool if you're gone a lot. Anyway, let's get started brewing. All right, just mashed in, pardon the noise, watching the guys on the Brewing Network, the session. Just matched in, we're gonna do 152. Let's just stir it up a little bit, dough balls out. I do 1.7 quarts per pound of grain just because it gives me a little more, well, never mind, just forget I said that because I'm doing actually a full boil mash right now. So all the water that I'm going to use for this mash is actually in here. And the mash is going to start 45-minute timer and nice and short, nice and easy. All right, we are finished mashing our quick 45-minute mash. I'm going to raise the temp just a little bit and check our gravity. Raise the temp up to like Oh, 67 for a little bit of a mash out. So I'm gonna do a little gravity check, see where we are for our post-mash gravity. And I'll pull the basket out and no sparge, raise the heat straight to the boil, 30-minute boil. All right, we're at 1042, 1043 for a post-mash gravity based on the refractometer. Beersmith has given us numbers saying estimated of 1048, so we're just a little low, but still at a measured mash efficiency of 87.5. So I'm gonna pull the basket, get a boil volume, and then get a pre-boil gravity. Should go up a little bit, and then I'll let you guys see that. So I did raise the temp. I mean, I don't think a mash out is really necessary. So what I'm gonna do is stick our handle in. Give it a little turn, and RoboBrew sits on those little feet right there. Just gonna drain and raise our temperature up to, I like to keep it at, I'll bump it up to like 230. So it 100% for sure gets a boil. Both the elements are on. And we'll start boiling soon, so we'll catch you at the boil. All right, so we were a little low on pre-boil gravity. We were like 1035, supposed to be around 1041. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. I don't really have any sugar or anything to add to it. I guess I could go get some. But really this is just an experiment. It's a small 3-gallon batch. And hey, if it's even, I've been focusing on kind of beers less than 5%, so it's supposed to come out at 5.4, so even if it comes out around 5%, that'll be fine for me. My first lager, not really worried about it. Just having fun, so don't stress out about your beers if things don't turn out the way you should. Plus, I've never done it this way before. I've never done a 45-minute mash as opposed to a full hour, and the mash profile was actually originally set up for a 75-minute mash, so maybe I needed a little bit more grain. But, you know, we'll just save that info for next time. So we're mashing. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the basket out, dump the grains in the trash, and start our boil. All right, our boil's complete. Now we got our cooling rig set up. Room temperature water, I'm gonna run the faucet. Aquarium pump goes into the chiller and out into the sink so I can wash some dishes with hot water. And then once it gets down to like below 100, I usually like to put ice in the cooler with the pump, and then we'll pump some ice cold water and recirculate ice cold water through it. So I did probably about a 45-minute boil because I checked the gravity and it was pretty low, so I let it go a little more. I got a hydrometer sample, so I'm gonna check that here in a second. I'll let you know what we're looking at. But I'm guessing we'll probably just need to boost the grain bill for the next short and shoddy brew day. But you know, we live, we learn. So let's go ahead and turn our pump on. Water going. Spray some water everywhere. There we go. All right, we're down to 84 degrees with groundwater, so I went ahead and did a recirculation with ice water and the aquarium pump, pond pump, whatever you want to call it. And we're just chilling down to pitching temps. Hopefully get it down to 54. I have the temperature controller ready, and I need to get my carboy ready. So it's sanitizing. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the 3-gallon batch in a 5-gallon carboy, and I'm gonna start cleaning up while we're chilling. Pitch the yeast, and yeah, so I think we're at like the 3-hour mark, so didn't get to keep it under 2 hours, but I really don't think I made any less of a mess. I'm gonna have to see if it's worth it. I'll try it again on the next brew day. Got one more thing to do, pitch the yeast, put the carboy in the fridge. I guess a few more things to do. And then we're gonna put the tilt hydrometer in the carboy so we can get readings through the cloud or the Raspberry Pi. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I can tell you where to get it, tilthydrometer.com, I think. All right, we got the pump on. It was reading like 75, but now that it's pumping through, it's at about 57. Pumping into the carboy. Sanitized hose. Temp's dropping. Probably gonna have to come up before I pitch the yeast in there. I got it down to, well, it's still going down. It might be below 50, but I got it down pretty cold, and I think just about 45 minutes. It's pretty quick, but it was only 3 gallons, so you know. Might be it. Maybe not. All right, the brew day is finished, and just watching some YouTube here. The tilt pi, the tilt hydrometer is actually logging. So it did come in low. It came in actually very low, 1043. It was supposed to be, it's 11 points low. But you know what? We're still gonna see how it goes. Drink the beer. 4.3 is what we're looking at if it attenuates down to 1010. 5.4 if we stop, if we go to 1013. So we'll see where it stops. So the tilt pi is in the carboy. It's floating, where is it? Right there. So it's floating there. Transmitting the Bluetooth to my Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is transmitting to Wi-Fi to this page, and then this page is transmitting to a Google Sheet. And so then it'll log every 15 minutes, 1043, 43, temperature and gravity. You get a little chart, different tabs. So chart there with temperature and specific gravity. So that'll be pretty cool. And then my temperature controller's running. We got it set at 54. And then we'll pitch yeast at 54 degrees and call it a day. So I'm gonna get to cleaning up. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. Sorry it's been so long between videos. If you have any questions, comment below. Subscribe, like the video. Don't like it if you don't. I mean, I'm just brewing beer, so. All right guys, have a good one. See ya.